morning, Kettle Kids, and welcome to your Thursday, May 18th, and today is International Museum Day, celebrating, well, museums and how all the cool things that they hold and can show us. And museums are really cool because they're a gallery not for just the super rich, but actually for the public. You could go to a really famous museum internationally, like all the way to the Louvre in Paris, France. Or you might want to stay here in New York State, where you can find a ton, actually probably the most great museums in the world, like the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, which you can see some really, really bonkers postmodern and modern work. You could end up going over to the Air and Space Museum, where you're going to see basically all the technology that got us into, flight and into space. You might want to go check out the Metropolitan Museum, which has just a really amazing collection, and itself is kind of an amazing architectural feat unto its own. Or maybe my personal favorite one to say, also in New York City, is the Guggenheim, because who doesn't like saying Guggenheim? On top of the fact that you could also go to the Museum of African American History in Washington, D.C., which is just also an amazing architectural building to see and houses tons and tons of amazing artwork. And then also, we've got the American Museum of Natural History, which you might know better from Night at the Museum, which you could also go check out in New York City. So, talking about some really great stuff here in New York. Also, if you want to stay a lot more locally here, what about the Strong Museum of Play here in the Rochester area, in my neck of the woods? And that's just a really fun place to be. I think most of us gotten a chance to enjoy that. But the one that you might not have gone to is a Memorial Art Gallery, MAG for short, which is just down the road, basically. And in case you're a sixth grader and working on the Egypt stuff with the canopic jars, well, look, you can actually go see a real-life mummy. And you can see real-life canopic jars in person. Pretty cool, right? Not to mention just tons of masterworks of amazing paintings and sculpture. So, that's cool too. Anyways, let's find the flag in the room and...
Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
All right, you crazy kind of kids, let's talk a little about food for the day. Well, we happen to have a turkey sandwich on the menu, along with popcorn, chicken, whipped potatoes, banana, and milk. What's going on with that weather outside? Well, it's going to be a much nicer day than yesterday. High in the low 60s instead of the low 50s, so it's going to feel considerably warmer. Tomorrow's the real warm-up. We're actually going to get up in the mid-70s. We're a little closer to the lake, so we're going to be a little bit on the cooler side in other spaces, but if you live further south of the school, you might even get up close to 80 degrees. There's going to be quite a temperature swing the further you get away from the lake. Saturday brings a little bit of rain back to our schedule, but then we're back to the sunshine all the way through next week, and the weather really warms up and becomes extremely comfortable. So look forward to that. Lots and lots of sunshine in our forecast. So we want to do our Kendall canines. Well, guess what? Nevaeh Drake has a beautiful pup named Roxy right here. And check out those multicolored eyes, one and the other, totally different colors. But she's just a pretty one. We're going to have to give her the qualification of a Ufer because she's a little bit on the smaller side. But 200 points for just being a real beauty. And then plus 50 points for that Stitch hat. I don't know if you guys noticed that one. So a total of 250 points right there. Let's finish out our announcement, the Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District is to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, hope you guys have a terrific Thursday, and if you don't get a chance to see it, remember to stay colorful, Kendall.